He's ahead of schedule. That is crazy. Yo, what's good, gang? Yo, welcome back and that. If you are regular here, if you're new, then sometimes I think like we've been here for years. We've been here for years and you're new here. That makes me like, I'm excited for you because it's almost like, you know, when you're watching, you know, like when you've seen, let's say like Snowfall, for example, or you've seen a series or whatever, and then like someone jumps in and they say they haven't seen it and you're like, Raj, you know what? I know now what you're about to watch, so I'm excited for you. When someone says they're new here, I'm kind of like that. I'm like, do you know how much you've missed? I wish I could just like be a fresh person again and just watch or listen to some of the content again. But anyway, quick sidebar, yeah. A little while ago, I went and I watched a documentary on Meridian. This must have been last year, 2022. I watched a documentary on Meridian, and just in case you don't know, Meridian is an estate in North London, which Boy Better Know come from. So the documentary was based upon them. And when I got there, they gave a goodie bag. So there was like a little goodie bag and whatnot. I open up the goodie bag and I see a little pouch. It said Crafted London on it. Open up the pouch, there's a little chain in there. So I'm like, okay, so I wore the chain. I liked it. It just like was a little subtle chain and I wore it. And then very quickly, it started to become a part of my daily life. Like when I'm dressing up now, when I'm throwing certain things on or whatever, whether I'm wearing a tracksuit t-shirt or whether I'm wearing a proper top, I would just wear this subtle chain. Anyway, I don't know whether they've seen me wear it or whatnot, but somehow we managed to connect, yeah? And I'm super excited about this. Honourable shout out to Crafted London. They are now a partner of the podcast. They are sponsoring a series of episodes. And I'm just like, I'm gassed about that because what that does is it allows me to bust you on something. All you need to do is go to craftedlondon.com and use the promo code Hcpod and you'll get 15% off. Me, I'm into the subtle thing. They do chains, bracelets, rings, earrings, all of these type of things, yeah. But like, I just love the subtle chains. I'm wearing 2 of them right now. Sometimes I wear 1, sometimes I wear 2. If you look at some of the old episodes, you'll see me wearing them and whatnot. But yeah, like get involved, man. I genuinely believe that this is something that you could add to your little style and go from there. Anyway, if you do that, take a picture, send it to me. Let me see how you style it and that. And yeah, you'll see more of it throughout the episodes and stuff. So love, enjoy the rest of the show. Is it, yeah? All right, cool. One takers, all right, cool. Oh, yeah, quickly, I just want to say this as well. Hey, I just want to say this, yeah? If there's anything that you see, whether it be a person or whether it be like a subject or whatnot, that you feel that we should cover or have on the pod, let me know. Let me know or leave it in the comments, yeah? I don't read the comments a lot, but EA does. And Poet definitely does. And so if there's a name or there's something that comes up a lot, then we will definitely work towards getting that person on the pod. Because you know what? I'm always down for just freshening things up and just reasoning with people and whatever else. And do you know what? It doesn't have to be a celebrity. It could just be someone that you just think is interesting or got an interesting story or whatever it may be. So just get in contact with us and yeah. Like, we'll try and make it happen, yeah? Anyway, enjoy the show. Talking about your king.
Who's my king?
Us. Everyone's...
Okay,
you see that same thing that you're looking for?
Okay.
From Nines?
Okay.
That's exactly the same thing that I'm looking for with Huss.
I'll say from Feb, I confirmed it was Dave because I officially made it seem like, you know what, Dave surpassed Stormzy.
Are you saying, okay, this is interesting. Are you saying
the second
in comparison
album,
that Dave's second album was better than Stormzy's second
100%. Everyone's fighting for the spot, bro. Protect your throne. Heavy.
People are looking at Central and hating it.
But you know what I find it so I find it so magic.
Hating it.
That's how he twangs you. That's how he actually twangs all of us. I'm not gonna lie to you. And that's me being respectful.
That's why they're not saying it's an album, because they're scared to death.
Yeah.
Like artists are saying, oh, yo, I'm just dropping my mixtape and that. You're scared. It's an album. Yeah, just say it. I'll be honest with you as well. I've been in my slow jam bag heavy.
Really?
Heavy.
Okay,
heavy. And I think it's because, like, as well, you want to know. I
want to know what your go-to songs that you go on repeat.
I'll tell you right now. Because see, when you come here, this is what we do. We discuss music.
Facts.
Okay, so right now, slow jam based. This is where I'm at. There's a song called Ambience by Nia Sultana. That's me. Taboo, 7 Streeter.
Okay.
Usher dropped a new thing called Glue. I've been battering that.
Swear down.
There's a Don called John Vinyl. I think it's from Canada. He's got a tune called Stacy. I'm on all of that.
Okay.
And I'm probably still with Kenyon Dixon, listening to a bit of his slow jam. So I'm like, that's where I'm at the moment. I'm really in my slow jams bag. And I think it's got a lot to do with, which I wanted to talk to you about actually. I think it's quiet out here. But I like it.
Being quiet.
But I like it though.
Being quiet. It's like, it's dead.
What's your take on that?
I feel like everyone's preying each other.
Go.
Everyone's looking like, okay, who's doing the next thing? What's the next sound? Who's the hottest person there? Because it's like so dead. It feels like COVID.
It does. Yeah, musically we're in COVID.
Like,
right
you know, when it's like lockdown, boom, everyone's like doors, like chilling, like, okay, so who's going out? What? Somebody's going to the corner shop. Okay, what are they doing? What are they getting? It feels like that. Everyone's just preying the thing like that. But I like it.
Everyone's talking about your king.
Who's my king?
Us. Everyone's...
No, there's two kings. There's two kings.
Good.
Are we going to talk about nines?
Okay. Are you putting nines as king?
I always say, everyone knows if it's Huss, then it's nines. They get it.
Okay.
Then I don't know my third
nines
person.
Is dropping.
Yeah, are you excited?
Very. I think it's an important time for nines to drop, to be honest with you. And I think that it's like nines needs to be outside. And I think Nines is also one of the artists that I believe can take breaks. I think whether he takes breaks intentionally or not is a next thing. But either way, he can take a break, be fine, and he's still Nines. A lot of people are not able to do that. From the moment that they take a break, you can't see them again. Do you get what I'm saying?
Their career goes, woo.
But it is quiet out here. My take is, though, that I like it.
Why do you like it? I find it funny.
I'll tell you why I like the fact that it's quiet. Because it's not noisy. One, it's not one. It don't feel musically noisy. And sometimes I feel like when it is musically noisy, when I am listening to the stuff that I like, I'm still around me is a cloud of noise. Still around me is the agendas of where we're supposed to be going musically and what's supposed to be happening and this, that, and clout and all of this type of stuff. Right now, I just don't see much of that. And it just feels quite tranquil. I'm able to listen to, for example, I can listen to Shay Lingo's album without noise. And I can do that anyway. But it's like, it feels like there's a good, I'll get into that in a bit. I can listen to this project with no noise around me. And it's a really good project, yeah? I think the only thing that might be a light bit disheartening is that sometimes in the noise, some of the stuff that I do like, I would like to see excel a little bit when there's no noise. Because then there's like a good project there and we can kind of focus a little bit of attention on that and get people to listen to that. And I feel like that doesn't happen so much. It might have happened a little bit of Avelino though, because
he was making
I think
noise.
if there was noise, the way that we've had noise before, does Avelino do what he does with all the noise around? I'm not sure.
Not too sure.
Not sure. But the reality is that there wasn't so much noise. Avelino he dropped a good project and we can sit back and be like, yo, let's support this. This is good. Do you get what I'm saying?
I expect a bit more from Nine's rollout this year, you know. Can't lie to you.
In what sense?
I want more. Like, have you seen his video?
I actually haven't seen it, you know.
Really?
I've just seen the clip. Can we watch it now, actually? We can pause this. Do you know what? I will say this. I'm going to be honest.
Go on.
Nines, I love you still. But what I did see in the clip that I saw.
Let's be honest. Okay, go on.
In the clip that I saw, I felt like I saw a tad bit of the last rollout.
And that's what I want to point out. And that's what I want to talk about. It's not giving new era.
Yeah.
It's giving, all right, the same type of lap. Here we go again.
Let's watch this quickly and then we'll come back. Or is it Tony Soprano, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Now, okay, you want to talk about it?
Yeah. It's like...
It's the same Nines.
It's the same Nines, but there's two sides to that.
Mm-hmm. It's not a bad thing, but it's like, I want to see growth.
What does Nines' growth look like to you?
Okay, cool. Like your first solo single out, I need more depth. You literally had a number one, then you was arrested, then you was in jail. I want to understand that proper mind. Like, it's like, bro, you have a story, bro. But I'm not gonna judge because it's the first single. But it's like his first single, Clout, which was his last project. The visuals are matting, copying all the album covers. Me personally, I feel like he could have used that song last year. Dropped it last year.
Yeah.
Like first day out, boom, type of vibe. Do you get it? Then his like actual first single for his actual project, out the visual, I'll do a matting, you know, like some Last Supper type of shit, round table, but have like every iconic character, like Snowfall, The Godfather, Scarface.
I know what you mean. I know what you're going.
Do you get what I mean? Like
what you're basically saying is that like Nines also has earned the right, and also the way that we see him. Mm-hmm. When he disappears and comes back, he's supposed to, even if it's just a throwaway thing,
exactly,
it's supposed to be somewhat groundbreaking in some way. Yeah. I hear it still. I hear it. To me, I just think like I'm with that.
I need that.
The thing is, you see with Nines, I'm giving him, even by listening to that, I'm like, yeah, this is typical Nines, which I like.
It's quality though.
Yeah. It's typical Nines. I like that. I expect Nines to do that. I'm going to drive in my whip. This is what I'm going to listen to Friday, whatever. That's my thing in it, yeah. My growth in how I see Nines is more, as this unfolds, I do want to hear more of what's actually really going on.
Like what's going?
Yeah. Like,
do you understand?
100%. Like I want that. He's able to articulate it in a way. Is he going to do it? I don't know. I expect him to though. I definitely expect him to. And I definitely think that, I definitely agree that I want to see something mad with him, innit?
I need to see a matting. This year I need to see a matting. But I'm going to wait till Friday. But I'm not excited.
Wait, the whole project drops on Friday?
Yeah, this Friday.
Oh, blouse and skirt.
Do you get it?
Oh, this is mad. This means this episode's going to have to come out sooner then. Okay, cool. Yeah, shit. He comes out as quick as that.
This Friday. He dropped it Thursday, this video, then he's dropping this Friday.
He's been filming Crop Circle.
Yeah, he has actually.
Poet's in it apparently.
Poet, Billy.
Is it, yeah?
Yeah. A couple of the mandoms there still.
Oh, mad. It's kind of interesting still. I wonder what happens with that. Well, then you know what as well, which is good for him, is the fact that it's musically quiet, is that even if he doesn't do all these things, he will actually probably do all right.
Yeah, but I don't want that. Do you get it? You left on the matting. I want it to be, do you get it? Like a middle finger up to everyone type of vibe. It's just giving like, oh yeah. I
don't want to do this, by the way, but I have to because I'm paid.
What are you gonna say?
I'm paid.
Go on.
And it's gonna make it seem like I don't fuck with my man, but I do.
Are you gonna talk about Huss? You're gonna talk about Huss?
Hear what I'm saying? Yeah? Hear what I'm saying. God.
Okay, go
on. You see that same thing that you're looking for?
Okay.
From Nines.
Okay.
That's exactly the same thing that I'm looking for with Huss.
Okay.
Go on, tell me why. Go on.
Okay.
Tell me why.
Okay.
You know why.
Okay,
look at all of the things look at all of the things that have happened in his life.
Yeah, but
that we've speculated on and we don't even know whether it's true or false or whatever.
But he hasn't dropped that project yet. Like Big Conspiracy happened, then The Daughter, then all of that stuff happened. You get it? Just give it time. Give it time. He hasn't dropped a single yet. So I can't really judge on my king.
I hear that.
So let's give it time.
His first single's not gonna be him. Like I don't think his first single is gonna be like him pouring his heart out. I don't
No,
expect
I thought that's gonna be like a mad thing. Like
he's gonna come out and do a
"Ooh."
fucking he's
Yeah,
blowing everyone's head off
yeah,
and like
going
he's gonna do
brazen
a crazy thing, and then this next thing will end up probably being some mad fucking big summer
Banger.
whole year banger that you hear all over the Philippine place and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I've heard from good authority that it's actually good. Still, I'm not gonna lie. Like from good ears.
Okay, cool.
I've heard from good ears.
But I believe that because it's us. That's my
Yeah,
king.
you like have a flipping.
That's my king.
You like have a bias to my man, but
No, it's not a bias. No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. It's not bias. It's like, bro, like we're never gonna see another Huss.
That's true.
Never.
No, it's true. It's true. What are you listening to at the moment?
Right now, you know what? Yeah, you're gonna laugh at me though.
Are you going old school?
Yeah, I'm listening to old school gospel music.
Swear.
Yeah.
That's how quiet it is out here.
Like it's so quiet. I'm listening. Like I don't know why, but I'm just into the 70s, 80s bag right now.
Mad.
I can't lie to you. Yeah, I like it though.
I hear it.
It's just refreshing to like, okay, you know what? Let me just take it back.
I hear it. I hear it. Sometimes it just gets like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets like that. I'm definitely not there at the moment. As I said, I'm in my slow jams thing, but
I like it though. It's peaceful.
But I am definitely on Avelino. I've been listening to Avelino a bit.
The project is mad.
Yeah, Avelino's project is good. Couple things I want to deep dive with him on. In reflection as well. I had him on the pod. There's a couple of things I want to talk to him about actually. Because I think someone sort of brought this to my attention.
Yeah.
And I think when I film the checkup with him, I'm going to mention it to him. But he, on his project, he does talk a lot in third person. And he does talk a lot about like a person. So like, you know, like he'll mention like scenarios of like what's happened with someone or whatnot.
Yeah.
But I want to know a little bit more about why that's connected to him and who that is. Do you get what I'm saying? Because this is just me being a music. I think like it's not really that important to a lot of people, but I do think that like if it's coming from somewhere, what exactly is it really?
Yeah.
And like, what actually is really going on with you? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he's so good at like barring and telling stories from a certain dynamic and from a certain perspective. But I kind of want to dig a little bit deeper into like what this actually all means.
Yeah.
If there's a meaning to it, you know.
But he separates the artist to the person though all the time. But he has a interesting story, like on a personal level. So I feel like, yeah, I think you should talk to him.
Yeah, definitely. What are you thinking about AI and music?
It's a mad thing, you know.
It's crazy.
Bro, have you seen the TikTok about like the whole Kanye thing? Like they're using every single iconic song and putting Kanye's voice over it.
Well, I've been seeing that, but I didn't know that was a whole thing. Like, what do you mean?
It's like they must have, obviously Kanye fans are petty. They're using every single Drake song, putting Kanye voice over it, and I can't lie to you.
Are they slapping?
It's slap. I said raw. I can't lie to you. It sounds like I feel like Kanye has the best voice. It sounds smooth. Yeah, I can't lie. But you know what?
Do you know what I think it is fucking...
I don't like it. But at the same time, the way technology is moving, artists needs to get on the ball quickly.
Do you know how problematic this could actually really be?
Bro,
this could be so... I mentioned this to Poet the other day, yeah? But I'm like, I don't think anyone super deeped it in the room when I mentioned it.
Yeah.
But the example that I gave is that we've had countless scenarios of when a song's come out and someone's done a remix. Yeah. They've done an unofficial remix.
Yeah.
Very soon after the first tune, the original tunes come out. And what happens? The unofficial remix ends up doing a mad thing. Yeah. The example that I gave before was Drake's Controller. Yeah. When Drake did Controller, Tory did his version. And then when you went to the clubs and that, like, people would play obviously Drake's Controller, but then as soon as you mix in Tory's thing, it's getting the forward, everyone's going mad or whatever, yeah? That was, Tory went into the studio and he vocaled that and he did that himself. He did that. And you know what? You could probably reason with a man and say, because sometimes people do that and you might have to reason with them and tell them, yo, like, take that one down, because I need my thing to marinate. Another example before I get onto the point is that there's an artist called Her.
The him guy.
Him.
And he did a whole EP.
He did a whole EP.
Replying to her songs.
Right.
Yeah, that was a mad thing.
That is mad.
Yeah.
Now, that is still a man going into the studio and flipping vocal in these songs and doing whatever, yeah? And then his thing nearly went off, but they nipped it in the bud super quick.
Yeah.
What will happen with this is that an artist is going to vocal a song or do a song, pour their heart out, whatever, make a banger.
Yep.
Then they're going to get someone else's voice
and just use it.
And use that. And you know what? It's going to go off so much on the internet, that when you start playing it in the club or wherever it is, whatever dynamic, that's the version that everyone wants to hear and they don't want to hear that. That creates a whole nother problem in the music industry. You can't, what can you do? You can't sue someone for it.
Yeah. I feel like the label's been using it, you know. I'm a conspiracist type of vibe. I feel like, you know, like dead artists like Michael Jackson and the Prince and all them man there. You know how it's like the special surprise unreleased vocals, like it never been released and they release it like. I feel like they're gonna start doing that and making peas. Because remember that Justin Timberlake and Michael Jackson song, and it went off when Michael's dead. I thought there's gonna be that type of vibe.
So people look, because do you know what? That's funny actually.
I thought I'm not gonna.
Do you know what? That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
You could be right.
Yeah.
And you know the truth is the lie is more entertaining than the truth. So I'm gonna tell a lie that is the truth.
Okay, go on.
They've been doing that with Tupac. I'm saying it now. They've been doing that with Tupac.
Because he's been releasing bare albums.
There's every fucking
20 tracks.
year, there's a new Tupac thing that's been in the vault that someone's got. No, it's not. It ain't that.
Yeah.
It's fucking Eminem.
I will actually cry if that's.
Hey, could you imagine?
Oi.
Hey, could you?
No, can you imagine?
Could you imagine if you found out that was like someone like that?
I can't lie to you. If I was Diddy, I'd be rubbing my hands, be like, you know what? It's time to bring Biggie back. You know, I'll be like Diddy. You know, on something like, you know, I'm using Biggie's vocals.
It's mad though. That is quite interesting. I never actually thought about it like that.
Like deeper, you're using people's voice. Like I swear, the Drake and the Weeknd song, like some fake song, somebody must have posted it on Spotify, 500,000 streams on the first day. Like, and the label had to shut it down.
They shut it down
quick. It's dangerous.
Yeah, it's mad. I mean, look at, I don't know if you ever remember this, but Dr. Dre and Snoop did a Coachella performance just years ago, and then they had Tupac come out.
The hologram.
And the hologram.
That was
and
scary.
Like, I don't know, maybe you might be able to get it to put in Tupac hologram.
Snoop Dogg looked scared. He was like this. Whoa, like this is kind of creepy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you see, like, bearing in mind, let me just add some context here. So how long ago was this? This was 11 years ago.
Bro, they've been using AI.
This blew people's head off.
Yeah.
Click on. If you're listening, by the way, then just go to YouTube, put in Tupac hologram, and you'll see it. But yeah, so look, people could. No, you don't turn the volume up. Actually, yeah, turn it up.
We have to mute it.
Oh yeah, then don't. So basically now, this is flipping Dre and Snoop's doing, I think they're headlining, and a hologram of Tupac has just come up. People are thinking, there's some people that are actually thinking it's him. See it there, look. And he's walking up and down the stage.
That's spooky.
Yeah, and then, but there's a part where he's saying words.
Now, what's
that
up,
match
Coachella?
what's going on. Yeah, what's up, Coachella? Exactly.
Brother, it's a mad thing. Yeah.
And 11 years ago, you know, like obviously, not to make it sound like that was flipping a whole different time in like human civilization, but like nobody, even today, no one does shit like this.
Yeah.
So could you imagine like the hysteria of that then?
Yeah. The music industry is going to look very different in 10 years' time.
Why is it like that, man? Oh, really? Just froze. I just froze. All right, don't worry.
The music industry is going to be very different in 10 years' time.
Oh, absolutely. But in what sense, though?
I feel like labels are going to be using fake artists and create their own. I feel like they're going to use data, like what's popping, all of that stuff, create a fake artist and push it like that.
Oh, create a whole fake artist?
Yeah. Defo. Deep it, they've been using our datas. They know what we like and dislike. They just calculate it and make a ideal, perfect artist, pop star. Yeah, easily.
Isn't that kind of what they say? Huh?
Wasn't the Gorillas that?
The Gorillas?
Yeah, kind of. It was more like they had two characters.
Yeah, they had cartoon characters type of vibe, yeah.
But then, I mean, that's what people would call industry moles or whatever they call them, innit? Like, but I don't know. I mean, maybe, but an element of faking it has always been there anyway, innit? I don't know how much that will become a thing. I kind of worry about knowing what am I listening to? Is what I'm listening to real? Is it what I'm told it is? And then, like, how does this filter in other elements of society? You know, I've already got my own opinion. I mean, I believe that 50% of the people that I see in life doesn't exist anyway.
Huh?
Yeah.
What? Like they're fake?
I believe that, like, when I walk down
That's
the street...
giving main character, though.
No. I believe that when I'm walking down the street, some of the people that walk past me, when they turn around the corner, they vanish. They're just not even
So you
there.
think you're in the Matrix, basically?
Yes.
Oh.
It's actually a word. It's called something. Do you know what it's called?
NPC, non-playable characters, no?
No.
What?
No, it wasn't. It's not that. It's a next
So you
word.
think... Wait. That's really kind of main character. You know that, right?
Possibly. I'm not saying I'm the only one here. I'm saying 50%. Do you know 50% of a billion is still half a billion?
Yeah.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, wait, what did you say? Is the maths in? What? Wait, what? Wait.
Yeah, half a billion.
It's half a billion.
Yeah, it's half a billion. Half a billion. No, what am I saying? You just confused
Half
me.
a billion
No, you
is
know a
500
billion-
million.
No, you know a billion
Yeah, it's 500 million.
is half on. Wait,
500
did I just confuse
million.
myself?
Right, 500 million is half.
A billion.
Yes.
That's what I said. Did I not say that?
You said million.
No, you said half a billion. No, you said 50% of a billion is half a billion.
So you trying to
Just doing percentages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To fraction.
yeah. Yeah, I was quite confused. I was thinking, wait, what? Like, what?
Hey, but you know what I mean, man. You know what? That is so stupid. But yeah, anyway, that's besides the point. But yeah, I just think that, like, I think AI in music is going to be a massive thing, but ultimately it will open up a whole new level of fakeism
Yeah.
that we just have to get used to. And people will put a lot of it down to, like, labels and this, that, and the fourth, yeah. And labels will probably be at the driving force of it. Some of them will be. But sometimes, Mimi, I do genuinely believe that, like, there are other people that need to be held accountable for this type of stuff too. And sometimes, like, what I mean by that is,
Like, who?
you know, like, when we talk about artists, a lot of the time we talk about labels and stuff and the things that have gone wrong and A&Rs and whatever, yeah. But like, so many times there have been artists that have had the information and chose to sign a deal. Do you know what, as well? This is another thing that people don't talk about.
Yeah, go on.
And I'm going to leave them to say it, yeah. But artists will come here, not here, but they'll go on the internet or on music and they will shout down labels left, right and center. They'll do that. But then do you know what? You see when someone comes with a check, you'll be surprised at who's signed deals and who's signing deals right now, you know?
Yeah.
Like, people will come out here and scream from the rooftop about them,
Yeah.
but are signed. And it's like, wait, what are we putting out here? Like, what are we doing?
I feel like head of artists just talk when it goes downhill. That's when it's like, you know what? It's time to talk. We need justice. But you man was loving the money at first.
Right then.
You man was literally in Libertine, the Shah, doing the most with the video vixen. Now, ain't the same energy. You're upset.
Do you know what it is as well, though? It's not even sometimes just the money, though. It's the perception of what they think is going to happen. So...
It's main character syndrome.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. But it's still like, you know what? No matter what someone says, you think, oh, you know, I'm going to sign this deal and my whole life is going to change. Yeah. And the reality of it is that it doesn't always work out like that. And because it didn't work out like that, the perception of what you thought was going to happen didn't happen.
Doesn't happen.
And now it's everyone else's fault.
Yeah.
Now, because I'm not Stormzy or Huss or Dave or Central, yeah, like it's someone else's fault. But I think sometimes people need to put into perspective that, like, you don't get so there's so many people that make music and there's only a very small percentage of people that actually cut through. A super small percentage. And then obviously jealousy then kicks in because,
Whew.
and then another side I know that a lot of people are not talking about is people
They're
are looking
preying,
at-
man. They're
people are looking
preying each
at
other heavy.
People are looking at Central and hating
But you
it.
know what I find it so I find it so mad, yeah.
Hating it.
Because the guy was literally in the industry and no one rated the guy. No one was preying him, bro. Deeper, if you could search it up here, he was in the same remix with Huss and them, man.
What?
Bro, he's been in the game for a hot minute and no one deeps it. He was literally the guy in the background and no one's preying it.
What's the name of the song?
He's with Huss. I think it was
Is
Huss.
it a Huss song?
Nah, whose song was it?
Chip.
Type it, say, right Huss, because it was Huss was there as well. I know Huss
What's
was
that?
there.
If you
Ain't
saw-
or nothing, youngin.
He's on. What? He's in it or he's?
Yeah, he's
He's
in it, bro.
in it?
Yes.
As in rapping?
Yes.
No way. Oh, Central C.
Brother, he's been in the game for a hot minute. No one's deep in the game. Like, he's been in the
Go
game
to
for a
it.
hot.
Go. We'll just scroll.
JC? Wait. I think it's after Huss, I think. Check.
Do they put him at the end though? Because sometimes you
Yeah.
know, like,
No one really, you know what I mean?
no one. You know, back in the day, that wasn't a thing. By the way, like the end part was the latest.
He was
bit.
in the corner shop. Go back. Wait.
Do you know that though? You know, like at one point, like it was a save the best till last.
Yeah,
thing.
there he is.
That's Central.
Yes.
Go on, press it. Is that Central there?
Yes.
Oh shit.
He's been in the game for a hot minute. Like, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
bush.
Like, you know what makes me very angry? Not even angry. Angry is a strong word. I feel like everybody wants to be somebody. Be you, bro. Everybody wants to have the numbers like Central C. Everybody wants to have like, oh, I want to get like the radio play or like the festival like Tion on them, man. Or I want to have like the album rollout, all of that stuff like Dave. I want to have the following, all of that stuff like Cuss. Who are you, bro? Do you get? It's bare performative because if you man have the same journey as Central C, you man will give up like 2 years in. This guy's been in the game and no one rated him.
That's true.
No one rated him. It was literally like 2019, 2020. He had hype. You man can't put the work in like him. I'm telling you. Because you man will give up quick because you're not getting the clout that you wanted. He literally put in the work. I have to give him credit for that.
Nah, I've got to give him credit for that as well.
Bro.
I've always given him his dues though. Let me tell you something actually. That does, now it's going to sound like I'm caping for labels. I'm not doing that. But someone's got to do something because I'll tell you something, yeah. Artists get away with too much shit sometimes. Yeah. Because you know what? They have the following where they can go out and talk to their audience or whatever. The A&R, the record label or whatever, never usually will come out and say that. They'll just leave it as what it is.
works.
Now, this is not to say that these lot don't do fuckery and people ain't in fuckery's deals or whatever it is, yeah, because obviously that is what happens, yeah. But what you just said is another problem, is that sometimes people end up, yeah, signing to these labels and that, expecting that their budgets are supposed to be the same.
Mad time.
Big man, your budget's not going to be Central.
Never.
Innit? What Central is entitled to is not what you're going to be entitled
Exactly.
to. What Dave is entitled to, you're not going to
gonna be
get.
entitled to.
Same with Storms and same with certain other people.
Yep.
Sometimes, like, it's amazing that the industry and the scene has got as far as it has. Because it is mad. Like, people are doing festivals all over the world and like, it's just, it is sick. And people have got fan bases all over the world and that, yeah. But I do think that, like, there's this misconception of what some people think that it really is.
Yeah.
Do you get what what they are entitled to. You know? I don't know, it's mad. But Central is doing an absolute mad thing.
Brother, he's in Bali doing festivals. I'm thinking, wow, who goes Bali? What the hell?
Yeah, he was in Thailand as well.
Yeah,
he
like-
did Rolling Loud in Thailand.
Bro.
That is nuts.
And you know
With
what?
Chris Brown.
Bro, you know what made me deep it? I think Cardi B performed, yeah, and the crowd wasn't really as big in effect. When Central C went on stage, it was a mad thing. I said, what?
Let me ask you this. Is Central C, do you believe that Central C is the artist that could take a break?
He's taking a break right now.
Is he?
Like, what's a break? A whole year?
Like, out of it, not touring, not doing nothing, just like he's constantly on the road. He's constantly on the road, so he's like
Yeah.
not really taking a break. But could he take a year and a half off?
A year and a half. I want to see, you know, I can't say it now because I want to see what his debut album's like. Then I can be like, yeah, cool. Because that can tell me what type of artist you are. If it's very much like, oh, like, okay, cool. Someone like, no disrespect, Russ, he can't take a break.
No.
If he takes 2 years out, bro,
He had a
EP.
EP that dropped that did.
It
like,
was really it. But the thing is, he's not a project guy. He's a singles type of guy. So why would you put him in that position? That's kind of mad to me. Sorry. And Body was even on. He wasn't even on it. Body.
He didn't have a single that was on that, did he? Did he?
He didn't have his main singles that was popping off like 2020, 2021, 2022.
Have a look.
I think.
Go on anyway. Sorry, you were saying that.
Like someone like Ross can't take a break. At all. Who else would I say can't take a break? Someone like Ardy can't take a break, in my opinion.
Yeah, Ardy could not take a break.
He can't take a break. They have to be active and consistent. He needs to be in our faces. I need to see what Central C needs to do, his debut album, and see what is like the vibe. Then I can make my decision.
Yeah. Good point, actually. I keep thinking that his last project was his debut album.
It's
But it wasn't. It was a mixtape.
Mixtapes.
Oh, some people hide behind his fucking mixtape shit, by the way.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I hear it in it, but like...
But your debut album is kind of scary. Like, that's your first
That's why they're not saying it's an album, because they're scared to death.
Yeah.
Like, artists are saying, oh, yo, I'm just dropping my mixtape and that. You're scared. It's an album. Yeah, just say it. But I hear it, though. Like, and that something different goes into making an album. I hear that. And, yeah, I mean, there's going to be... With that being said, Mimi, there's going to be some heavy hitters dropping this year.
Brother,
all at one time.
Brother, I'm
and
scared.
not everyone can survive.
Brother, to this year is who's really about it. This is the year. First quarter, quiet. This quarter is going to be a bit of noise. Summer is actually going to be who's the litest. Are you lit?
You got Dave, that he's dropping.
Were they dropping this year?
I think so. I mean, he has to drop.
Brother,
He didn't drop last year. He dropped what? The year before, didn't he? So unless you're telling me he's taking a 2-year break.
Wait, this might feel like 2017, 18.
What was happening then?
Common Sense, Stormzy's debut album. I think Mo Stack was the year after that. Dave was the year after that. Like, it was like, you know, like albums that we still talk about till this day.
Yeah.
Because Potter's dropping, Fredo, Nines, Huss, in Jesus' name we pray, amen. No, honestly, because I don't know at this point. Yeah, if that's the case, this year's gonna be peak.
Yeah. He's dropping. Who else? Yeah, Dave, Huss, Cinch.
Yeah.
If they all drop in the same year, I mean, they all can. I mean, I don't necessarily. People always do this. You know, only one artist can survive at a time. And I remember having a debate with some people on the timeline about it. But I can't remember my point. I remember being firm in it, though.
Okay, cool.
But I do remember thinking, like, these artists can exist all at the same time. Well, not loads of them, but a couple of them can. But when people say, like, the same time, they mean, this is what, and you shut me down. Shut me down if what I'm saying is wrong, yeah? I feel like people mean it as in, like, let's just say Dave and Stormzy, for example. Let's look at the two biggest artists. Stormzy drops this month, and then Dave drops 2 months later. Like, what does that look like? For me, I'm like, existing at the same time and being the top guys at the same time still means that they can have the space. So, like, Stormzy drops at this point, and then Dave drops at this point, and within around this period in time, we will look back and say, these two were the guys, or these three were the guys. Do they have to drop in this, like, a couple of months in between each other? I just don't believe, for them.
I thought they wouldn't allow it. The egos wouldn't allow that to happen.
Why would you want to do that?
I want it to be quiet.
But the thing is, why would anyone want that? If there's a possibility, I know, okay.
Because everyone's going to be comparing. 1, 2, there's some delusional fans that will be like, this person's album's a classic. And this somebody else's album, like, a month later. It's just, it needs space. You know what I mean? It needs space. 3 months minimum.
3 months. I'm saying 6 months.
What?
Maybe, yeah, of space.
In the UK scene?
Yeah. Why
3
not?
months. 3 months is basically 6 months in the UK scene. I'm not gonna lie to you. It drags. It drags. Music-wise, it drags.
Well, and I think maybe we could look at like festivals, for example. Yeah, you know what? Not everyone can headline. Like, not everyone is going to be able to headline Glastonbury.
No.
But in this current climate, 2 rock bands ain't headlining Glastonbury. 2 pop bands ain't headlining Glastonbury. Like, no one of the same genres like
Can
that.
be. It has to be the face.
It's usually some type of interchange anyway.
Okay, who would you say is the face right now in the scene?
Central. Tell me that he's not.
I ain't
Tell me
mad
that
at
he's not. Go on. Go
ain't
on.
mad
Tell
at
me that he's not. Tell me that
But
Central.
the only thing I can't give it to him exactly like the face, because I need the album. I need a debut album. I need a debut album. Then I could be like tick, 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 tick.
Yeah. He's only the face because it's like.
Yeah.
No. Let me not say it like that. I'm not saying it
The
like
face
that.
for me right now is Dave.
Yeah, I mean, look, I say that, but then people just think I'm capable.
I'm saying it, Dave, because everyone knows I love Huss. So I'm not being biased, as everyone can see. My hands are up.
Okay, Dave is. I feel like that too. I feel Dave is like
he's
having a little bit of a quiet time, but I
Yeah.
just think when Dave comes back, for me, he will be the number 1 guy,
Can I say something?
regardless of who comes out.
Can I say something that I deeped it and it's gonna sound so mad, but you know what? I don't care anymore. I'll say from Feb, I confirmed it was Dave because I officially made it seem like, you know what, Dave surpassed Stormzy. When Stormzy released the 3rd album, I said, yeah, he passed Dave's passed him.
No, Dave will pass him when Dave puts out his. Well, Dave will potentially pass him when he puts out his 3rd album.
Yes, but if we're gonna compare it, go back to the 2nd album.
Are you saying okay? This is
Second-
interesting. Are you saying
The
in
2nd album,
comparison that Dave's 2nd album was better than Stormzy's 2nd?
100%. Deep numbers wise, cool. Quality wise, matting. Even like I've been to both dates of the O2 with Dave and Stormzy. Dave's one was unreal. That one was matting.
In fairness to Storms,
Yeah, COVID hit and all that
COVID
stuff.
hit and whatnot,
Yeah.
and like, you know what? He probably might have been not disheartened to do the tour, because obviously it's always going to be nice to come out and do stuff for your fans and that. But when you're off the project now and you're just in they're just getting ready to drop your next
Your third one,
you're
yeah.
just past that music now. So you just want to get this tour out of the way to go and do a mad thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think one of the reasons why Storms really is such a guy is because of maybe there's a part of the game that he plays really well that others don't particularly do. So for example, you won't see Dave doesn't really do no interviews, he doesn't do nothing, he doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
He does the music, he lets the music speak for itself, and then that just is what it is. Whereas Stormzy does that, but he also, you see him almost being like, this is probably not the best way to put it, but you know, like the charitable guy of the community. Like,
He's like the big
he's outside,
brother.
you see him, yeah, and you like Jonathan Ross, and like he does things, and he's you know, he represents something in
The
such
culture.
a big, like in such a strong, undeniable way.
Yeah.
And especially that blackness as well.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? He does it unapologetically black.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah.
But I hear you.
That's how he twangs you. That's how he actually twangs all of us. I'm not gonna lie to you, and that's me being respectful, because he does the big bro. Okay, cool. You know, like you know that big brother, yeah, that everyone loves. Like when he comes in, he's giving everyone peas and all of that. So like the auntie loves him, yeah, and he's still talking about that like he's 3 A's in A levels, yeah. Everyone's like, oh yeah, like yeah, that's big bro. And let's say Dave is like the younger brother. He got A star, but he's just a quiet, frigid one type of vibe. But everyone knows Dave is like,
Frigid, you know.
like, oh Jesus. But everyone knows that it's Dave in it. But Stormzy at the people like, oh yeah, don't worry, you got something. But everyone knows it's really Dave. Do you get it?
But hear what though?
Everyone knows it's really Dave.
I hear that, but hear
everyone
what? All
knows
the while
it's
that
Dave.
everyone's doing is having these conversations and that. Central's out there eating all the pies.
Central C is in the kitchen with the aunties, like helping them up, like, yeah, I got you, still. Do you get it? He's sneaking in. He's sneaking in still.
I hear it.
But that's how Stormy twangers. I can't lie to you, because you always talk about what he does for the community and the rollouts, all of that stuff,
Which is important.
It is. But when it comes to the music sense, that's when everyone separates. Some people likes it. Some people like, oh, I don't know. It's a weird one.
To be fair, I mean, look, he has earned the right to take such a big risk, though. And you know what? I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna fight against it just a tiny bit.
Okay.
He's bold enough to do it.
Yeah, but the thing is,
No one else, if they felt like that was something that they wanted to do, they wouldn't do it. They would be scared to death to do it. And
Facts.
he said, do you know what? This is how I feel. I know it's not gonna do what everyone wants me to do or what they expect. But I'm big enough to do it, and I'm gonna do it. And on top of that, again, this might seem like a light bit of a biasness, but I just think I really love that his A&Rs supported him in doing that, because they moved him over to Def Jam. That's their first release, so you could just imagine, the
stress
that the bigger heads that don't know nothing about culture or anything like that, and probably don't even really know the cultural significance that Stormzy has.
Yeah,
they just know he's a big guy. He's the number one guy. He's a black guy. He represents black, whatever. Yeah, they're like, these lot they've obviously employed these man. Said, you know what, run this section of the company and whatnot. You have the value. Make it work. They made it work. They got Stormzy there, whatnot. Yeah. And so everyone is probably thinking, before anything's happened, before anyone's gone in the studio, then we got the signing. Yeah. This is Haaland. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. 45 goals this year. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But then Haaland turned around, which is Stormzy, and said, you know what? I don't fancy it. And you've got to support me in it. He did it I think that he did it from a bold place, and no one else would do that. Here's my rebuttal though.
Okay. But David Saka.
My rebuttal is this. And I wish, because I did a conversation with him and it hasn't come out yet, and I don't know if it's ever going to see the light of day.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm fighting
for this every day.
Listen, Stormzy.
It needs to come out. It's a really good conversation.
I want to see it.
It's a very good conversation.
I want to see it.
But now in hindsight, what I would ask him today is, did you do it because you were scared?
Of what?
The third one, if he comes out in a way, are you going? Yeah. Oh, I'll give you a call. All right, take care.
Take care.
Thank you for today. All right. If he came out in the way that we expected him to come out, then we would expect it to sell this. We would expect him to do this. We'd expect a whole bunch of things. Could this be seen as a...
I never thought of that, you know?
As a... what do you call it? Like it's like a safety mechanism. So you know what? I'm just going to make this because I know, like, in some way, if it doesn't do that well, it doesn't really matter. But if it does well, then it's an extra bonus, and you look like the guy. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, cool. So it's like almost like a safety thing.
Okay, cool. So now, if you really want everyone to be like, you know what, cool, the next album he needs to drop it this year. Not next year, this year. He has to drop, Stormzy needs to drop this year, and he needs to go back to basics and go on a mad thing. I can't lie to you. He needs to go ham.
I think he's going to drop this year.
He has no choice. He has to. He can't watch. You can't watch no more. Everyone's fighting for the spot, bro. Protect your throne, or it's gone. By the end of the shit, it might be gone. Like, officially. Hey, what are you gonna do?
I mean, yeah. Well, you can say that it's good while it lasted, and that, and and smile that it happened. Because you know what? 99.9% of the artists that come out, it doesn't happen for them.
100%.
You at one point in our history was the number. You can say that as a certified.
Yeah, everyone
you
came
was
back
the
to you.
number one guy.
Yes.
And no one can take that away. It's actually like winning. It's actually like winning the World Cup.
Yes.
You won the World Cup. And you did it one time. You know what? If it doesn't happen again, it's cool. You just don't. You know what you don't want to be? Don't be like some of the old artists that we have. Not all, just some.
The OGs.
That are just bitter. That, you know what, man are out here doing things
Fighting.
and capitalizing off the
People's-
foundations that were built. This is where we're supposed to go. It's kind of like what I was saying about Clint the other day. I'm like, man, them can't be mad at Clint really because
you set a foundation.
well, before him, there was a foundation that was set, and it's another guy's supposed to come in and do the mad thing.
over, yeah.
And he's now setting a different foundation. And what's going to happen is at some point, someone else is going to come and springboard, and then, like, you understand what I'm saying? And that's how we move forward in culture.
But the thing is, people have egos. No one's selfless. No one in this scene is selfless. I'm so sorry.
That's true, I hear it.
No one, bro, name me one person that you can say in this UK scene that is like, for example, like a Lil Wayne, that can sit back and have a Nicki, have a Drake, have a Tiger, for example, taking over the scene. Bear man, you're at your peak as well. Can anyone in the scene do that?
No. You think Krypton Conan do that?
They did it.
Well, jumping in people's remixes and all that stuff.
Not just that, but like play dirty and what play dirty was doing. No?
What, by
You know, I can,
I'm
yeah.
not saying
They're comfortable. They're comfortable being in the backseat sometimes. I can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can give you that. Okay, who else?
I would like to believe that they are. I
Or
would like
would
to
you?
believe they are.
Or what would you say?
I don't know. I'd
You-
like to believe that they are. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
There's no one in the scene that I can say is comfortable sitting back and letting someone taking over wholeheartedly, not taking clout off of it. Like, who's actually comfortable? Like, yeah, you're up next. Like the way Lil Wayne helped Drake. Who can do that in the UK scene? Wholeheartedly.
Little Simz.
Facts.
Little Simz could.
And that's a black queen right there.
Yeah, Little
and that's
Simz
it.
could.
And that's a wrap.
I don't think Little Simz. I could be wrong in saying this because I don't know. I don't think she cares about like
Not being in the
politics and all
spotlight.
of that.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, she does her thing when she's ready, and then she goes when she's ready, and she comes back when she's ready. And I think the more that she's doing that, the bigger she's actually going to get. What's your take on Annie?
I love her.
I think
Have you listened to her EP? She dropped it last week.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
love
couple of
her.
songs that keep coming up that I listen to.
I must have put on Poet of Malibu.
It's You Should Heal
Okay, yeah.
and Take It Slow because Loyal Kana. So that would come up because I listen to Loyal Kana a lot. But
I love
I
Annie.
think she is very, very sick. You know,
I had
that?
an interview with her last week for Complex. She's so laid back. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's only been rapping like as the poet made me aware that she's only been rapping since like COVID or some shit like that.
Yeah.
She's cold, man.
She's cold.
She's very good.
And she's
at,
comfortable.
I wonder where she goes.
What, in the scene?
Yeah.
She's gonna be there, but she's gonna be consistent. To the point everyone's like, rah, look what she's doing. Like, you know how Little Simz has been in the scene for over 10 years? Like, rah, it's only now everyone's giving her flowers.
Yeah, I hear that.
Now, I'm gonna be realistic because
she had like little not problems, but what was it? I think when she did Peng Black Girls,
the Georgia Smith
the Georgia
situation.
Smith thing,
yeah.
innit? And what was that again? I think
Everyone's saying, why is Georgia in it? Because she's mixed.
yeah, that was it the colours thing?
Yeah, Collis.
Yeah,
Because
so
this took the other girl off. The original one gave Georgia that spot.
did she ever clarify what that was about?
There was not official. Well, they must have done like some clubhouse situation, but Annie wasn't involved with that.
Okay.
It was just everyone just speaking for her and trying to think like it was just a bit of a weird one. Because there's just stealing her moment type of vibe. Yeah. Hey, I want to contribute to the list, by the way.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah. We're gonna.
I want to contribute to the list quickly because
of course.
I can't lie to you. I want someone's name taken off.
Okay. All right. Yep. Let's go have a look at the list.
Let's go to the list.
By the way, someone created something for me. Yeah, I need to chat to him about it. In regards to this, and it's gonna make things a lot more easier. But it's cool. I need to ring him afterwards. So if you're watching this, I am going to call you. Okay, so here's the list, right? So far, just to let everyone know, looking at this list, that who has updated this list so far? Margs and Avelino. No, wasn't there one other person?
Okay.
Oh yeah, was it just Margs and Avelino? Okay. Avelino added himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me and Poet did it twice.
I find it very, very, very crazy. But can I take some people off, or can I just
go for
add?
it? Do you know what you could do as well? You can take them out, and yeah, you can take someone out and replace them if you want. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Take out K Coke. Oh. Put Wiley, man. Why is Wiley not there? Like,
you what?
Put Wiley. Like, how are you having the list for all time and not have Wiley? Sorry.
Because okay.
I put Wiley.
I mean, this is not about me today, but go on, put Wiley in.
Yeah.
This was a rap list, by the way.
You want to put Wiley there? Okay, cool.
No, I'm not. I don't want to sway your thing. But
okay,
yeah, go
cool.
on. So right now you've got to rank him. So wait, go up. What's the first one, bro? Lyricism.
4.
Personality.
5. He's like my favorite uncle.
Stage control.
Ooh. 4.
You can keep going.
Mic control.
5.
Beat selection.
3.
Hits.
I was dancing to him in my school disco. Can't lie to you. He had some hits. 3.5.
Flows.
3.5.
Accomplishments.
4. 4. Yeah, 4. Yeah, I give him 4.
4. And cultural impact.
5.
So just to say a couple of things just very quickly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You would say by this, would you would say that he's a better lyricist than Skepta? Not that you ranked him, by the way, but I'm just saying this is what we've got here. Would you say that he's a better lyricist than Skepta?
He's the Godfather.
So?
Oh?
So?
Chuckie, what's wrong with you? Yeah.
Lyricism doesn't mean that. Being a Godfather doesn't mean you're a good lyricist.
No. No. So where's Skepta? He put 3.5 to Skepta then.
What, lyricism?
Yeah.
I think that was changed. I can't remember what we put him originally.
3. No, 4.
We should compare the first list to this, but
yeah.
we'll do it another time. Is it? Are you gonna add someone else and take someone else out? By the way.
Yeah, I wanna add Fredo.
Okay.
I wanna add Fredo.
Okay. I hear you.
I wanna add Fredo.
I hear you.
Because how's Fredo not there? And can you go to the list again? I don't want to draw some man out, but you know what? I have to do. Like, I love Avelino. I really do love you, babe. Honestly.
You taking Avelino out, yeah?
And Bugsy Malone. Like, I love you guys, really and truly, but how you man there and Fredo ain't there? Sorry. Or DBE. Like let's keep it like DBE and Fredo like
So you're saying Fredo, yeah?
So put Fredo in.
and take Avelino.
Wait, have you
out.
got? He's got to take Avelino out first.
Yeah.
So wait, go to Avelino. Go, just do this. Go to Avelino.
Yeah.
Put in Fredo.
Why?
So we could just check. So you don't have. Oh yeah, shit. No, you need to move it. Move it down. Yeah, go on, move it down. It's cool.
Just do Fredo and we'll move
Go on. Lyricism.
He's improved.
He's got so much better. He's
much.
really
He's
good.
clean with it now.
He's really, really good.
So you've got Blade Brown. Okay, I put 4. 4.
Can you like go up a little bit just so that she can have a look, compare it a
See
little
everyone else. Yeah.
bit? Yeah. Personality.
He's hilarious to me. He's hilarious.
Don't worry, you can do all of that afterwards, bro.
I'll give him 4 because he's funny.
What personality?
Yeah, he's hilarious. He doesn't even try.
Stage control.
3.
I rebuke that. By the way,
What?
stage control 3. I'm sorry.
Wow. What would you give?
2. Personally. Mic control.
Man said I rebuke that. Oh my god. Mic control.
I'd put him 3.5 as lyricism too. By the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Recently as well.
Yeah, because I think he's gonna get to 4.5. I think he's gonna get there. He's not far from it.
Okay, cool.
But 4, no, I could accept that. But
Okay.
it's not about me. Mic control.
3.
Beat selection.
I like his beats though.
Beats are hard.
Let me see this line. 4.5.
Hits.
He has hits. Oh, wait. Let me see. Compared to everyone else. Let's skip that. 4. Wait. 3.5 actually.
Flows.
Technically, he has like literally like 2. Give him 2 flows.
Accomplishments.
Everything in it, like outside of music.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. I probably would have said 3.5 to be fair.
It's kick game.
Yeah.
Number 1 with Dave.
And like also considering the type of rapper that he is, what he
is.
represents and all that. Culture impact.
3.
3. Let's take out Avelino then.
You don't have to take anyone out.
No, she wants to.
Yeah, what's I
You
mean,
wanna-
like you just put yourself there because you're there because that's you. Love you, but come on now.
Did you want to add one more person? Oh,
I want to add DBE. Yeah, DBE. I don't know who to replace though.
Yeah. DBE doesn't get the mention, do they?
At all.
And it's so mad when you think about it. Do you know what is so mad about it, Mimi, is that like if I was to speculate on the type of accolades that they would get in regards to people talking about them, I would have thought that people would have overly talked about them.
At least.
To a point that it would have
Yeah.
just pissed me off.
Exactly, but
But
no.
but that's not been the case. Like
Nope.
they it's almost like that no one talks about them.
At all.
And they do a madness.
Like I swear they did O2 last year. They dropped the album, went number 2 last year as well.
They did 2 nights at the O2 Arena.
Exactly.
It's mental.
Like they went the debut album went number 2 as well, and the other album went number 2, so they're consistent with it. They don't even do the most at all.
Lyricism.
See, because they're a group, yeah.
You know what? In lyricism, if I'm being honest with you, I feel like it's just young ads you're looking at here.
Yeah, they get it. So that's.
And which he's good, but
But if you want to put the group together, put 3.
let's do that afterwards, bro. 3. Personality.
Young ads used to be mad funny. Mad
He's good.
funny.
But they are quiet.
But they're quiet now.
Free Mumsy.
But they're quiet now. So, 3.
Stage control.
They're actually good on stage, I'm not going to lie to you. Do you remember when they was at Wireless and they had the whole crowd and that kid was climbing up the tree? Crazy.
Yeah.
I'll give him 4.
Mic control,
3.
beat selection,
3.5.
hits,
4.
flows.
Young Ads likes to switch it up a lot, you know. Do you remember his horse flow?
Horse flow.
Like he's like, "Rrr." Like he was just doing the right thing with his 3.
Accomplishments,
I'll give them 4, man.
cultural impact.
3.
Is there anyone you're taking out?
I want to take
Well, she
out.
doesn't need to take anyone out, does she?
No? Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, thanks for updating the list.
Yay, I'm happy now.
Oh, they're both the same, Fredo and DBE,
Is it?
as well as 9s, I believe.
Swear.
So, I'm trying to figure out another way we could do this as well. In like, because if judging by what we've already got, so we'd have to make sure that this is super clear that Mimi did not put this whole thing together.
Yeah.
But with what you've added, how would it look if the average totals was together? Who would be first and who would be last?
It's in order now.
I was in order now.
What, Krept and Kern is number 1?
They'd still be number 1.
It'd still be number 1.
Blood clot.
So judging by the updated list, Skepta would still be second. Dave would be third.
Joint.
Who would be last?
Joint.
Join. Okay.
What's up with us?
Blade would be. Now, if I was looking at this list, let's say someone said to me, you know what, Chuck's now looking at it. How would you shuffle this around?
Yeah.
Irrespective of everything. Forget all of the number ranking or whatever. By the way, just for anyone watching it, this is not this deep. We're just having some fun. That's it. Yeah. This is not that deep. This doesn't mean anything. Yeah. But yeah, if I was shuffling this around, that would be like Dave would be above them, both of them, for me.
Above Krept and Kern and
Skepta.
Skepta. I'll have
Wait, hold on, wait.
of goats of all
Of
time.
goats? Oh no, shit.
Skepta's
No.
number 1 for me.
Wait, is this goats of all time or was this of a certain period?
Best rappers.
Best rappers that we've got right now. Or best rapper, best rappers, not of what we've got right now, but just best rappers, yeah. Because remember we had Miss Dynamite in there.
Yeah.
As well. Oh, she's still in there.
Oh, she's still there.
Yeah, what old goats have we got in there? Her, Wiley. No one else lasted. Kalashnikov came out. Sway came out. K-Coke came out. No one was respected.
Where's Dizzy Rascal?
Dizzy Rascal should be in there, you feel?
I'll play your voice.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you now. Like, this for me is rapping goats. To me.
Rapping.
So when I look at rappers, Wiley does not come in this to me at all. Yeah. Who else? Who else got put in here that I didn't think?
I put
should?
Fredo, I put DBE, and I put Wiley.
So DBE I hear.
Okay.
And I hear Fredo. I definitely hear
Fredo. I'm
Fredo.
surprised you didn't mention Fredo, you know.
I know. I'm kind of surprised. But yeah, what Dizzy doesn't go in there for me. Because you know what? The thing is, if we did that, then I feel like we can't then miss Frisco. Because Frisco raps better than both of them. To me. I think he's a better lyricist. He doesn't have better personality than any of them.
What did Marks add in?
He just took somebody. He came here and took Kalashnikov out quick, fast.
Screaming.
He came in here and took him out so rapidly.
Screaming.
And I think he readjusted numbers.
Is it?
He readjusted numbers. So he looked at numbers. Did he look at Gets and change something?
He changed Wretch's personality from.
He changed Rex's personality.
Dropped Wretch from like second.
Yeah, because Wretch was like second.
Yeah.
Wretch was literally like second, and then he changed it.
Why is Potter 3 personality? He's not. He doesn't give.
Change it.
Change it to 1.
Oh shit.
Like what? Like Name me something that Potter has done.
What personality?
Yeah.
Oh, but he's really good in interviews and conversations on
Yeah,
podcasts. And he had a podcast with the BBC. Did he not have a podcast?
Oh
with
yeah,
the
BBC Sounds. Yeah.
He's on P45.
I think he's fun. I think he's got a good personality.
Okay, 1.5.
Okay.
1.5 then.
Do you want to change something else quickly as well?
I'm trying to see. No, I'm happy with this.
Yeah.
Okay, cunts.
Wait, what? 9 stage presence. I'll put 1.5.
Who?
9 stage presence. Stage control, yeah.
Okay.
He's 2.
He literally stands and does, and the DJ. Do you get it? Like,
So the most, man.
do you get it?
Yeah, but some have a little bit more.
He literally
but
talks.
But I'll be honest with you. I feel Fredo does that.
You might be
I think
drawing it
Fredo
out.
walks up and down and he's just like, and Hedy. I think Hedy will get so much better because you can see
Hedy does the
he's
little
gotta be
auntie dance.
He does, yeah.
He
He
does a little dance in here and there. Okay. Wait, that's 9's drop. Nah, 9's gonna go up. Look at.
9 was on par with Fredo and DVD.
Yeah, don't look at their order though. Just
Okay,
look at
hits. 9's hits. I put 4. Why is it 3? Yeah. Yeah.
We'll stop there.
Yeah, that's
We
it.
will stop there. Mimi, thanks for coming through again.
Thank you,
Appreciate
King.
you.
All the time.
Appreciate you. All the best. And
Yes.
you know where we are, man. Whenever you want to come sit on the couch, if there's something going on, if there's an album that's dropped, if there's something you want to discuss or whatever,
Yeah.
or there's a type of episode that you want to be on, shout me and
Yeah.
I will.
You know what?
pattern that.
Bring all the man though.
Did
Let's
you,
talk about
Take
9's.
a picture. Huh? Mimi. Oh, okay, cool. So again?
Bring all the man though. Let's talk about 9's album.
Yeah, we might have to do that.
Bring all the man though.
We might have to do that. Thanks for listening, everyone. Yeah.
Thank you.